What's up, Eagles Nation? You're now listening to the Bird Gang Media Podcast with your host, Pablo Gary, the number one Eagles fan from the DMV.
Whooped it, I'm outside of some movie. Blue cheese, I swear I'm addicted to blue cheese. I gotta stick to this paper like blue sleep. I'm about my chicken like it's a two-piece. You can have your back, she a groupie. She just got all my kids in a two-seat. Swagged out, familiar, we bringing them gas out. I still got some racks stuffed in the trap house. Off the 42, I'm blowing her back out. I'm back on my bullshit, spin back with a full clip. They say I'm moving ruthless. My shooters, they shooting. I won't take it, they roof, Chris.
And what's good? Back with another episode. This is episode 4. I'm your host, Muicci Robinson. My co-host, Pablo Gary. What's good? This is the BGM, Bird Gang Media. Let's get into it. We're going to talk about the 2021 Eagles schedule. How you feel about it, bro?
Man, let me pull it up really quick. It was saying there was some leaks coming out. So, let me see.
This is real. This is the real one. You know what I'm saying?
This is the real deal, Holyfield.
Yeah, like I had this like around 2:00 in the evening and got so excited. I was like, yeah, like this got to be real because it was leaks on Instagram, on Twitter, Facebook, saying the first game is going to be the Falcons, and everybody keeps saying then week this, then week that was, and then it was after what I've seen, it was true. So I just stick with it.
Right. I just think it's funny, man, how I think it's safe to say everybody in Philadelphia sort of wanted Kyle Pitts. And isn't it ironic that we're going to be seeing Mr. Pitts week 1 in Atlanta?
I mean, that's all right. That's all right. I mean, give it to we're going to listen. It's going to be Kyle Pitts versus Devontae Smith. And who you think going to do more?
I'm glad you talked about that, or really brought that up, because I said, I'm thinking this is a great opportunity to see if picking Kyle Pitts, really like Kyle Pitts versus Devontae Smith in terms of impact for their team. So like if Kyle Pitts comes out and he has, 6 catches for 120 yards, but Devontae Smith comes out and he has 8 catches for 150, do we really miss, Kyle Pitts and does drafting, Devontae Smith at 10 and still getting the same amount of production as we probably would have had with Kyle Pitts at 6. How do we sort of look at that? So I'm excited to see, what it kind of looks like.
I mean, it's like 50-50 right now because both teams got new coaches, but on our side, we got a new quarterback. We just got new everything as far as wide receivers, running backs, new formations, and everything of that nature. So for them, they only got Kyle Pitts. And with Kyle Pitts, do they have a running game? And like, do the Falcons have a running game? No. Do they? They still got Julio Jones at the time for the time being. I mean, again, that's why I'm excited. Like if we go there, this is going to be the first game to go to. I'm pretty sure this should be an easy win for us.
Yeah,
Joey shout out. What's up with you?
Yeah, shout out to Joey Shake 72 for always showing love. Always showing love. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited, man, to see, how it all shakes out. I'm excited just to be able to see Kyle Pitts up close and personal. I really am. I want to see what all the talk is about, right? I want to see what the Eagles really missed out on. But I think, listen, Devontae Smith, Heisman Trophy winner, I think those two guys are really going to have a great game. And, I think it's sort of going to put the Eagle fan base sort of at ease to see, okay, if they kind of produce on the same level, if they both ball out, did the Philadelphia Eagles really miss? we'll see, man. But like you said, it's so much going on. I kind of like just getting away from the Eagles really quick. I kind of like the first game of the season, right? So Dak Prescott versus Tom Brady. You know what I mean? Like everybody, wants to see what Dak Prescott looks like coming off of that ankle injury, and obviously the Super Bowl champion. So it's gonna be crazy. Shout out to Birdman _951. I think this guy has the best intro in the Eagle content community, bro. I really do. Like this dude. Have you seen his intro?
No, but now that you said that, I'm gonna definitely check it out.
It's so different. It's so different. Also, shout out to my guy Danny Hilt. He said 7-9. 7 to oh my bad. He said 7-9 wins. I think we can do it.
Yeah, I mean, we got some people that's saying 12-5. I mean, that might be going overboard, but I mean, anything can happen. But as far as like I said, the first game with the Falcons, it's going to be a dynamic duo. Who's going to stop the Vontae Smith? I believe nobody. I mean, he got to get the feel for it first. Like everybody keeps saying because like he's the Slim Reaper. Uh, I guess a cornerback would have to just bump and run him just so he can get out, so he can be unfamiliarized as far as him, because this is not the college no more. This is definitely the pros. It's going to work. It's going to run a lot faster. So I'm just excited just to see that period and the running game. I just can't wait to see who we actually going to keep as far as the running backs. Now I know who you want to keep, but now I think as far as the running backs, it might just be Miles Sanders, Kerryon Johnson, and Jordan Howard. That's how I feel as of right now. I believe those are going to be the dynamic three. That's going to be it's going to be a triangle offense of with them three. I don't
Jordan
see no other.
Howard. You didn't
Yeah.
say Kenny Game. You're gonna leave Kenny Gainwell off the roster,
I
bro.
apologize. I'm sorry. Well, you need four. I'm just saying you need four running backs. Yes, he will be the fourth running back. I'm saying, but I'm just saying, as far as three right now, I'm pretty sure those are the three that they're going to use, and then they're going to implement Kenny Gainwell into the offense, but with those four running backs.
Yeah, I love you, Muicci, but I gotta agree with Daniel Hilt, brother. I think I agree. I think it's gonna be Gainwell, Sanders, and Johnson. I think when you look at Kenny Gainwell, his versatility, bro, he is a dog. I keep saying it from the mountaintops. Nobody's listening to me. I keep saying it from the mountaintops. Nobody's listening to me. Kenny Gainwell is a dog. Did you see how he put Michael Parsons on his behind?
Yeah.
That takes a dog. That takes a dog to do that, bro.
No, listen, no, listen, you absolutely right. But I just believe, far as running backs, I just believe that it's going to be them four. Right? I don't see Jordan Howard coming in and just losing.
Jordan Howard.
He's not done. If you're going to say that, he's not done.
Bro, I hate to say it, but I got to use words you coined on this podcast. Buns. Jordan Howard is buns, bro. I mean, I'm just telling you the truth. I'm just telling you how I see it, bro. Jordan Howard, you love Jordan Howard, man. You love you some Jordan Howard, bro.
I don't see nobody stopping him, especially at the yard. Yeah, like again, when we need the third and like inches, fourth and inches, who is stopping him? Nobody.
You don't think Kerryon Johnson? You don't think Kenny Gainwell can punch it in? Hey, don't
No,
Miles Sanders. I trust Miles on a 3rd and 1. I
maybe I'm
really
saying
do.
this only because it was Doug Peterson. When he was here, he kept using number 2 from the Colts. So I mean, that's probably the reason why I'm thinking that. But I just don't see Jordan Howard leaving.
Yeah, I mean, I understand where you're coming from. I do. I understand where you're coming from. I mean, minimum, he's a veteran. He understands, the highs and the lows of a season, and he can definitely serve as a mentor for Kenny Gainwell and those younger guys. Even Kerryon Johnson, he's young, and this is his first time being in Philadelphia. I know he said, I think he was asked, how was it going through, well, pretty much being cut for the first time. And he was saying it was sort of scary. When you look at, Jordan Howard, he's been cut by the Dolphins. He was cut by the Eagles. So he can kind of serve as a mentor. I think the Eagles will. I think we're going to keep 4 running backs, and I think 2 running backs will be on the practice squad. So I'm saying Sanders, Kerryon Johnson, Kenny Gainwell, and Jordan Howard will make the active roster. And then I'm thinking about Adrian Killins and Holyfield going down to practice squad. If one of those guys should get hurt, I definitely think Adrian Killins gets a look before Holyfield.
That's all I'm saying. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. I believe that's going to be the 4 running backs.
Yeah, like Daniel just said, I definitely would want Jordan Howard over Boston Scott. Honestly, again, when you look at the Colts in their running back room and you try to say, okay, well, how does Boston Scott fit when you look at the Colts scheme and what they did over there? He doesn't. He's just the odd man out.
Right.
Boston Scott is really the odd man out. So, yeah, I think Boston Scott, he might want to start reaching out to Deuce Staley and seeing if he can put in a call. Might got to put in a call, bro, because he done in Philadelphia.
All right. Well, as far as the schedule, as far as with week 1 with the Falcons, you think we have a chance that might be an easy game? You think
I
we're
think,
going to be 1-0?
yeah, I do. I think the Eagles are going to beat the Falcons just because I don't see they lost the safety that they had, Neal, to the Cowboys.
Mm-hmm.
Their defense seems a little thin. And I don't know specifically at the cornerback position who's going to stop Devontae Smith. Really,
Right.
I don't know who. They don't have a linebacker that's going to check outside of Deion Jones. They don't really have a linebacker who can check Dallas Goedert. Okay, you cover Dallas Goedert. What about Miles Sanders coming out the backfield? Okay, you try to do something with him. Jalen Reagor coming on a crossing route. What do you do with him? Kenny Gainwell. It's just the Philadelphia Eagles just have more pieces and have more ways to create matchups. I think we have players. We just have more players that can make more plays than the Atlanta Falcons defense. So for me, as long as Jalen Hurts does what he needs to do, and I have no doubt that he will, Jalen. And what I love about Jalen is he understands that he has to be responsible for, as far as having the ball in his hands and making the right decisions. And, I just love how he's able just to get outside of the pocket, make a play, get down, protect himself, understand that his team needs him. I really think Devontae Smith in this offense is going to be deadly. And so I'm going with the Eagles 1-0 week 1 out the gate.
Bet. So then now we got week 2, San Francisco. That should be an easy win. I think that's a home game. And
San Francisco. Who was their head coach? Oh yeah, okay. I ain't gonna play Shanahan. Yeah, the Eagles have always sort of had success against the 49ers. I think we beat them the last time they came to the link.
I believe we played them 2 times. I believe we won, but it was it was so thin. We won by this much, or we just got by. It wasn't like it was a spectacular win, but it was
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, but as of right now, I believe because we don't know who quarterback. Who's the quarterback? Wow, who is the starting quarterback over there? I'm not even sure, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna
What's
get
it
him.
called? Jimmy Garoppolo. But I guess they're going to figure out. They're saying that they're going to go with Jimmy, and if he starts to sort of fall off, then obviously they got Trey Lance in the cut. Just really quick, I wanted to get to this
That's
question.
yeah.
I wanted to get to this question by Daniel. I don't know if we got to it. Daniel Hilt says, "Who do you guys think will be the wide receiver that makes the roster?" Before we move on,
When you say make the roster, meaning I get who won't. I mean that was there
who do
last
you
year.
think will? Like for me, I'm going obviously Devontae Smith goes without saying. Jalen
Yeah,
Rager. Um,
yeah.
I'm going Quez Watkins. I'm going John Hightower. I'm going Trevon Grimes. And Greg Ward. I don't know if JJ Arthega White. If there are reports out there that are suggesting that JJ Arthega Whiteside should move to tight end, he's off this roster. I mean, that's just he's already off this roster. So I'm
Because I don't
giving.
see him blocking or doing anything great to. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
I
saying?
mean, he doesn't even have the body type to do that. You know what I'm saying? I could see if he was a Hakeem Butler, somebody who was, a wide receiver convert tight end, 6'5", 220, 230, who has the body. JJ Arthega Whiteside is 6'3". I think he's like 200 pounds. So I don't know.
Yeah, but Hakeem Butler, I don't even think he can do tight end for the moment right now because he hasn't played tight end position. They only bring him out to be a wide receiver because of his stature.
Yeah, I mean, I think
Oh, and Fogel. Yeah,
ah,
that's all. Yeah, I
ah,
was thinking you ain't say him. That's what. Yeah,
you guys gonna kill me. I'm gonna just say this. I understand what Fogum did last year, but for some reason, like for him, he just doesn't project to me as like, okay, he's gonna be like this Odell Beckham. He's gonna be like what you see is what you get. And I think because we've had to go through the Nelson Aguilars, the JJ Arthega Whitesides, when you see somebody like Travis Fulgham who actually can get open and catch the football, we just kind of gleam over him, and it's just like he's okay. I mean, he's okay, but I got Devontae Smith, and I know a lot of people are still sleeping on Jalen Rager, but watch, he's going to break out. He's going to break out. He just wasn't a number one wide receiver, so. Definitely Travis Fulgham over JJ Arthega Whiteside. I'm interested to see, like, and not that these two are sort of battling each other, but I'm interested to see Travis Fulgham's production versus Trevon Grimes because they kind of have the same body type. I think Trevon Grimes has better feet than Travis Fulgham. Um,
mm-hmm.
I think Trevon Grimes is a little bit more twitched up, right? So, yeah, that's going to be a tough call. But yeah, that's going to be a tough call.
I think he's still going to be on the roster though. But um, I'm pretty. Of course, he's not going to go to no practice squad. I mean, even if he's not starting, they still want to factor him in. But so I guess with the San Francisco, are we going 2-0?
I think the Philadelphia Eagles are going to go 2-0. I think the Eagles start red hot. Jalen Hurts, Devontae Smith, that defense, some of the younger guys that we took in the draft that people are sleeping on. I think the Philadelphia Eagles run out the gate and start off to a 2-0 season. I think they start red hot. And let me just expound on that really quick because for Jalen Hurts to do what he did, bro, against the Saints with virtually no offseason, no training camp, for Jalen Hurts to lead that team against again a red hot Saints. It wasn't like the Saints were, they were just average team. This was a team that everybody thought was going to go to the Super Bowl. This is Drew Brees' last year. So for Jalen Hurts to do what he did and command that team, command that office, command that locker room, you give him a full off season. I read an article and it was just talking about how everybody just loves the guy. I mean, they just love him. And it's because he has the talent, but he makes it about other people. Like he understands how to be a leader. He understands, yeah, I'm Jalen Hurts. I'm swaggy. I do my thing. I know I have the talent, but at the end of the day, I'm not going to put that above the team. You know what I mean? And it's just that, come on, man. He got that juice, man. He just got that magic melanin, man. So, I just think his leadership, bro, his leadership is everything. It's everything.
Well, and you gotta remember though, Drew Brees wasn't in that game though.
Oh, he wasn't? Yeah, it was Taysom Hill. It was Taysom Hill. But that season was sort of like I compared to Ray Lewis when he told the Ravens, hey, this is my last hurrah. This is going to be my last ride, right? And so that's sort of what Drew Brees was telling the Saints, like, yo, this is it. Like, and then he came back because he was injured and he came back. And so they tried to go on a run and just couldn't really pull it together. But Too High Up says Devontae Smith, wide receiver 1, Grimes 2, Watkins 3, Rager 4, Osborne 5. Too high. You got to talk to me, brother.
Yeah, I like that though. I like this. I'm not mad at this right here.
I'm sorry. I'm just not ready to give. I know. Why? Let me ask you, Mooch. Why are you so high on Trevon Grimes?
Why not? Listen, did you see his highlights? Again, I keep stressing it. This is our Jalen, this is our Jamar Chase. This is, you know what I'm saying? This is gonna be our Jalen Waddle, as far as with the speed. You know what I'm saying? Like in hands. This is why I like what's going on. These are wide receivers that we have hands now, and then we have a quarterback that can throw the ball. I'm talking about. I can't see, as far as them being a dynamic duo with Smith and Hurts. I don't see Hurts like he's throwing the ball. Every time he throws the ball, Smith is catching it. He already knows how he runs. He already knows how he moves, and this like why like this is Steve Smith to Jerry Rice all day. You know what I'm saying? Like this is how I could just I see it, I feel it. This is how I don't know. I think this is like so many years of us having a wide receiver where they couldn't catch the ball, where it was a time when McNabb needed wide receivers. He ain't had no wide receivers. Then Owens comes, Terrell Owens comes, we got a wide receiver. Then it came to the same point where number 2 from the Colts, when he was throwing the ball, he had certain wide receivers, but it was like the wrong offense, or the way how he was throwing the ball. And I think that's the reason why he was looking at Howie and them the wrong way, because we didn't get DJ Metcalf and Justin Jefferson's. I mean, this is the same follow-up from year after year. So now we finally got wide receivers that's going to start catching the ball.
I'm gonna go back to grade school and start raising my hand.
Wow, what happened?
I respect everything you saying, Mooch. But my question to you would be, and I hear the excitement everybody has over Trevon Grimes out of Florida, 6'3", 6'4", highly talented cat. My question is, why did he go undrafted? If he's that talented, like if you're talented, they will find you. Especially being in the offense with Kyle Pitts, especially being like two players on that team last year winning the first round. You're talking about Kyle Pitts and you're talking about Kadarius Toney. Why is it that we just skim over Trevon Grimes, especially like you mentioned with the tape? For me, I'm not ready to put Trevon Grimes over Quez Watkins. I'm not ready to put him over John Hightower. I'm not ready to put him over Jalen Reagor. He is going to be, we got to call it what it is. To me, in my humble opinion, I believe Trevon Grimes has a lot of talent. And I think one of the benefits of him coming to Philadelphia is him having a Brian Johnson, the offensive coordinator for Florida, all those years while he was there. I think that's going to help him. But I don't know if I can. Did you not see the move that Quez Watkins put on? It wasn't Patrick Peterson. I think it was Buda Baker against the Arizona Cardinals where he caught the rock on the screen. He did a 360 and to the house we go. Buckets to the house we go. So, and he's proven, right? So he's proven. So again, this is why I believe this year is the most exciting preseason for the Philadelphia Eagles fans ever. Because when you talk about depth, man, the Eagles have depth. And so this is why I tell cats, Howie Roseman did a great job. Because when you go into the preseason and you sit there and say to yourself, oh man, like we're already like, yo, who's going to make the roster? Like he's so good. Oh my God. We got to say Howie Roseman did a good job. But getting back to Trevon Grimes, I believe he makes this roster. But in terms of playing time, I think he has to earn his way up the charts.
Listen, anything is possible.
That's true. Anything is possible.
Like it could just be anything. Far as I get what you're saying, Daniel. But at the same time, you said he had drop pass, he got drop issues, and he got injuries. The same thing with Quez Watkins. He was injured, and that's the only time you see him catch the ball, do a 360, and go in for a touchdown. And like how long of many games had went by until he did that. Look how long he had to wait.
But
go ahead.
No. Go ahead. I'll let you finish.
No, I'm just saying, look how long we had to wait just to get that performance. And again, we always wanted to see him because we got tired of looking at Hightower so many times. You know how many times Hightower came into the game? And I told you about this last time. He kept coming in on one play where he did a fly. Sometimes he catch the ball, sometimes he don't. And that put him in a bad predicament, in a bad spot. Because all he'll do, Doug Peterson, this was Doug Peterson's fault, though. He will only bring him in for that one play, and then he'll come right back out. And just, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, what are we talking about again?
Raising my hand again. Big Play Slay says, "What's up, y'all?" Big Play Slay, what's up, bro?
Yeah, Big Play.
Yes, sir. This is my only rebuttal to what you're saying about the younger wide receivers on this roster right now, and that is.
Well, before you say that too, this is how we found Fogel. This is how we found him too, because we had no idea he was going to come and play like that in San Fran, and then that's what got him the starting spot until Jeffries comes back, and then you want to pull him out because Jeffrey is, he's a veteran, and you would think because his foot is fixed, he'd be straight, but once he comes back, nothing still doesn't happen. So again, you never know. Trevon Grimes could come in, he might take a leading role. If he got any wide receiver has drop passes, right? But when you look at, you can tell by this again, what Quez Watkins and Hightower. We can look at their college tape all day and say, wow, they nice, they thorough, they opening up, they outer space and this, that, and third. But then once they came into the NFL, they didn't do too much. As soon as they came in, and then like I said, number two, the way how from the coast, the way how he threw the ball, it wasn't accurate enough. Because every time he threw the ball to Quez Watkins, especially in that Washington game, he's dropping it. I'm like, yo, that's an easy catch. Like, are you nervous because you're just the pros or what's up? And as soon as Hurts come in, the ball is in the breadbasket. Boom, boom, like it's beautiful catches. Yeah, especially and then when Hurts came in to that Green Bay into the Green Bay game, I can't think of the wide receiver that caught that pass for a touchdown.
Ward. Daniel Hill, he said he mentioned that Greg Ward, he has to be included, and I agree. We got to throw Greg Ward in there.
Again, Greg Ward, he might get traded. How I feel as after seeing all these wide receivers, because remember, we still got until June 1st, and that's why I want to get into once we get through this through the schedules, I want to get to Zach Ertz, because I'm pretty sure again, like they're gonna hold him until June 1st, or they might have somebody else in mind to trade for him. If you already knew.
Let me just say this about that. When it comes to, like, for me, I personally give John Hightower a pass his rookie season last year. I give Jalen Reagor a pass. I give Quez Watkins a pass, even with the injuries, because when he, number one, Doug Peterson never put any of these players in the best position. For some reason, Doug Peterson was allergic to playing younger guys. And so that's why we saw Alshon Jeffrey a bit more than we should have when we knew it was his time to go. So I just think, I don't know. I think Greg Ward, for me, he's earned a spot on this roster. When you talk about Mr. Third Down, Mr. like Daniel Hilt said, Mr. Jason Avant, you have to have a sure-handed guy. Trevon Grimes, to me, if it's Greg Ward or Trevon Grimes, give me Greg Ward. Give me Greg Ward.
But that's only saying you only saying that because you've seen him in previous games. I give you that. But we talking about Greg Ward, where I think he just balanced. I don't know, he got hands, and it's just, again, maybe because I have to see a full season with him. No, better choice of words. Hurts will make Ward better. That's how I look at it. So, but I just don't want to. Do I want to? I'd rather take Grimes only maybe because he's fresh, he's new. Ward to me is just balance. He gets there, and I guess you can call him Mr. Third Down. You know what I mean? So I can't take no credibility away from him. Maybe because I'm just saying this because he's been there, and it's like he's just balanced. He's not fast to me, but he's there when you need him, I guess. So teach his own.
Yeah. It's this is what I can say. When I look at this roster, Howie Roseman did one heck of a job of making sure that this team has depth. If we're sitting here not arguing, but going back and forth, debating a little bit on wide receiver 5, wide receiver 6, running back 5, running back 6, running back 7. This is, it's great. It's great for the Philadelphia Eagles because you see the competition, you see what the Eagles are saying and committing to trying to make this roster better. So whoever makes the roster, I know they would have earned it. I know they would have put in the work, and I know that Nick Sirianni would have done his due diligence and said, okay, that's the guy I want to rock with, for the 2021 season. So again, I'm not saying if Trevon Grimes doesn't make the roster that I would love, like, for me, he is a gem when it comes to practice squad, because now you can see what he is. You can see why, wait a minute, why did 31 other teams pass up on this kid? So you can start to see what his character is. You can start to see what he can do, because if he's any good, it has to come out, in practice. It has to come out. It's going to come out. And so he's somebody that I would love to sit, and watch matriculate throughout the whole season. If a player gets hurt, if a Quez Watkins goes down, like you said, if he gets hurt again, I would love to see Trevon Grimes step up. I just think this is Philadelphia, and you know how we get down. You gotta earn your spot, period. Because at the end of the day, you can have all the tape in the world, you can have all the skills in the world, but if you can't mesh with Jalen Hurts, with Devontae Smith, with some of these guys in here that we know are our core guys, it doesn't matter.
Got you. What's good, Snapback Jug?
Snapback Jug, what's going on, bro? Back again. What's this, episode 5?
4.
4. I keep episode 4. Yes, sir.
So we already said that we're 2-0 with the first 2 weeks. Third week, Dallas Cowboys. What you think?
All right. We're talking about them Cowboys. It's gonna be tough. I'm not even gonna lie. It's gonna be tough. I think the Cowboys, they will be the first team on this roster that's really going to challenge the Eagles, because they just have they have those linebackers. They got them dogs back there, bro. And so it's going to be pretty interesting to see how Nick Sirianni schemes it up. I'm not even worried about the rookies and how they perform, because that is really a reflection as to how Nick Sirianni kind of schemes it up. So for me, it's going to be a close one. I'm not saying we don't have the ability to win, but when I think about matchups, right, getting back to matchups, they have, I personally, I'm high on Trevon Diggs. Like, I'm high on some of the linebackers, that they have. So I think we're going to lose. I think we're going to lose, bro.
Listen,
I think that's going to be our first L.
Listen, this is the thorough thing about, like, we ain't biased. We ain't, we gonna beat this team, we gonna beat that team. We telling the truth. We not Cowboy. I can't stand Cowboys. I like their stadium, but I just can't stand them. But I mean, we telling the truth right here. I believe we might be 2-1, and then we might just get back at them on the second game. You're right. They got the wide receivers. I'm scared of their linebackers right now. Their cornerbacks is on point far as with Diggs. The only thing we still don't know what our line is going to be like, but I guarantee you that we will be there. We're going to be there. We might be neck and neck. Because my fear is, I need just to know, is this offense, are we going to score more than 30 points? Are we going to be 30 or score more than 30 points? And if we need to catch up, are we going to be right there? That's how I look at it. So we might be, so for the third week with the Cowboys, and then we talking about Dak Prescott, where Dak Prescott knows Jalen Hurts, and they both been coached by Jalen Hurts' father and by Brian.
They was recruited to Mississippi State, and Jalen Hurts said, "Nah, I'm going to Alabama."
Right. So again, like, they all know each other. They all know what it's hitting for. It's just that we just don't know how. I mean, let's be frank. Dak Prescott, he's going to be nice. The amount of money that he's going to get, and far as like the way how I see him in practice now, again, I can't stand the Cowboys, but we got to say the truth. Like, that's one thing, we got to say the truth.
Listen, Dak Prescott versus Jalen Hurts for the next 10, 12 years, however far we can look and see, that is going to be a matchup. That's going to be a matchup, man. Dak Prescott versus Jalen Hurts, because one could argue they kind of have the same, they're kind of the same player. I just think Dak sort of sits in the pocket just a little bit longer than Jalen Hurts, and I think that's just because of Dak's just experience in the NFL. But again, like you said, I just don't. When I think about Leighton Vander Esch, when I think about Micah Parsons, when I think about Jalen Smith, boy, yeah. That's God.
But that's another thing. Maybe Jalen Hurts stays in the pocket a little longer now because he got Devontae Smith, because we got Jalen Rager, we got Travis Fulgham, we got wide receivers now. And like I said, we were talking about James Stanage, where he likes the wide receivers. Like I said, how he like them, have them spread out, have one in the back, and then we got Kenny Gainwell, so he might not be doing much scrambling as we would think now.
What I love is, number one, I'm just concerned about the Cowboys linebackers in terms of coverage. I didn't even talk about Jabril Cox in terms of coverage. Our offensive line is going to manhandle the Cowboys. I'm sorry. I'm just Jordan Mailata, 6'8", 300 and something pounds. Landon Dickerson, 6'6". Jason Kelsey, can I get a hell yeah? Can I get a motivated Brandon Brooks? Can we go ahead and talk about the all-pro future Eagle. Oh my God, and Lane Johnson, the Philadelphia Eagles will have the best offensive line in the NFC East. Dare I say it, the National Football League. I'm not concerned about the Dallas Cowboys front seven. I'm not concerned about that. It's that linebacking core, and can Nick Sirianni find ways to allow Jalen Reagor to sit in those zone pockets? I know Devontae Smith is going to know how to do it, but can these younger guys be able to do that? It's just the fact that when you look at the Cowboys, you talk about Micah Parsons running the 4-3. Good night. You're talking about Jalen Smith running a 4-4. Good night. Like Leighton Vander is sideline to sideline. And what I think helps the Eagles is when you look at the running back room, and this is why I'm not concerned about their front seven, the Cowboys front seven, because all of our running backs, they love to block. Miles Sanders loves to block. Kenny Gainwell.
Wait. That's what I'm about to say. Sanders might have to work on that. But that's when I guess Sanders, he has to work on his blocking.
Oh no, Mooch. That's one of the things that they praised him for doing coming out of college. You got to go back and look at the tape.
I guess I do, because I thought I've seen where he missed a little something.
Yeah,
but I was going to say this is why you got Gainwell. Gainwell can handle Michael Parsons because of the hit, and I didn't know from him being that kind of like he got power.
He a dog, bro. It's here. It's here. Yeah. Kenny Gainwell's a dog, and then what a lot of people don't know too is
shout out to System of the Knot too for shouting this out.
Yes, sir. What a lot of people don't know too is that Kerryon Johnson was rated one of the top pass protectors from the running back spot. So when you look at, that's what I'm saying, when you look at the Eagles running back room, every guy has a willing to block. Everybody, tries to block. Daniel Hilt says, will Jalen be 1,000-yard rusher? No, he's not going to have to. The Eagles are going to keep him a pearly white clean. So he's not going to. Jalen, did you even play football today? You don't have any no dirt on your jersey. The Philadelphia Eagles are going to keep Jalen Hurts upright, and so and then he also knows how to get out of bounds too. Jalen, he's not. It's too. The Eagles' offensive scheme is we're going to be too run heavy for him to even do it. It's white 80, set it, and he's handing the ball off to Miles Sanders. It's white 80, 3-step drop, and he's throwing a slant to Devontae Smith. It's white 80, and he's finding Dallas Goedert on the screen. So I don't think he needs to be. Now, I think the proper question would be, can he be? I think he can be, but he's not going to need to be. You're not going to need to be 1,000-yard rusher if Devontae Smith is getting open, if Jalen Hurts is getting open, if Dallas Goedert is getting open. If you got, man, can you now see? Let's go back to the Cowboys really quick, because, and this is why I say it's all about schemes and how you scheme it up. Even if they have, all-American linebackers all over the place. Imagine, I trust Kenny Gainwell against Micah Parsons, because if you go back and you look at Penn State against Memphis, Micah Parsons could do diddly squat with Kenny Gainwell. He was running all over that team. So imagine Jalen Hurts under the center. You have Miles Sanders to your left in the backfield, and you have Kenny Gainwell also in the backfield. So you have Miles Sanders, Kenny Gainwell, Devontae Smith, Jalen Reagor in the slot, and Travis Fulgham. What Nick Sirianni needs to do, he needs to be able to create matchups with these running backs. He needs to create matchups with these running backs. You need to make Jalen Smith commit to Miles Sanders, on a wheel route. You need to make Micah Parsons commit to Kenny Gainwell, so that you can free up Devontae Smith across the middle, so that you can free up Jalen Reagor coming across, backside. So for me, he doesn't. Jalen Hurts does not need to be 1,000-yard runner at all.
No. All right. So week 3, We lose that game, so we 2-1 right now. So week 4, Kansas City Chiefs. What you
L
think?
L
So,
L. I mean, I'm not about to sit here. L.
yeah,
Daniel Hill Dickerson at left guard. I believe so. I saw a rumor where it said that he could potentially beat out Jason Kelsey. Not happening. The Eagles wouldn't even. They just wouldn't play that kind of game. They would. They owe Jason more respect. You know, you let Jason Kelsey retire. You let him sort of kind of go off into the sunset, and then you maneuver how you're gonna maneuver. To do that, that's just sort of disrespectful to him and what the Super Bowl that he helped the Philadelphia Eagles get. Yes, Lander Dickerson can beat out Isaac at left guard to get to become a starter. I believe
fair.
so.
Got you. So into week 4 with the Kansas City Chiefs, we'll be 2-2,
2-2.
and that will be a home game too. So week 5, North Carolina Panthers away game.
You know why I love our schedule? Because all of the players that the Philadelphia Eagles wanted to get were able to evaluate. You talking about the first game against Atlanta Kyle Pitts. You talk about the Cowboys, Micah Parsons. You talk about the Carolina Panthers. Everybody wanted to get J.C. Horn. If I'm being honest, who's their quarterback though? Sam Darnold?
Sam, yeah.
Sammy Whammy. I think our defensive line gets after Sammy a little bit.
And then on top of that, I think Devontae Smith can handle Horn to a certain extent, maybe depending on what type of plays we got. Then we talking about a Jalen Rager where this is his second year coming in. We don't know what type of plays that Shane Stanish is doing as far as him being the offensive coordinator. I mean, he could definitely pack a punch. He could definitely have Rager, like you said, in the slot, Smith on the outside, or either or. Like they can always do crisscrosses, or Jalen Devontae Smith, he goes up and go out, and like I said, crisscross. So get Horn's feet, his feet might not be set. You know what I'm saying, or it could be anything. But I believe that might be a win. It could be a close one because we talking about the running back. What's the running back?
Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah. So it's like he coming back, and he's not a slouch.
See,
either.
my problem with the Carolina Panthers is with Christian McCaffrey specifically. I don't know if we have a linebacker who could check him if the Panthers decide they want to go ahead and put him in a slot. So that's going to be a game where you sort of sit there and say, Eric Wilson, what do you bring to the table? Like, why did we sign you? Davion Taylor, what do you have? You're supposed to be, one of our faster linebackers. Can we trust you against guys like, McCaffrey? So for me, I think, who do they have at wide receiver though? The Panthers. Oh, they have Anderson, Robbie Anderson.
Robbie Anderson, and they got oh man, I used to work with his mom. It's Cookie's son.
Who is it?
Oh man, he's from Philly. He used to play one of the Mount Airy Bantams and everything.
Oh, the kid he played in Maryland.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
First round. He was DJ Moore.
Yeah, DJ Moore.
Yeah, yep.
What's going on, Jalee? I follow him. Jalee, what's going on? Everybody that's coming from the Bird Game Media channel, what's going on? Make sure you go and sub up the best host right now in the content game, Muicci Robinson. Make sure you guys sub him up. Yes, sir, man. We showing love. Yeah, definitely, DJ. I'm just nervous. I think when we play the Panthers, I just don't know if we have. That game to me is going to be the secondary is going to win the game. Can the Carolina Panthers secondary sort of stop Devontae Smith in that wide receiver room versus can the Eagles wide receivers dominate the Panthers secondary?
See, this is why we need to get a cornerback, and this is why we need Nelson, because I don't know See, Darius Slay is so much he can do. Who is he guarding? Is he guarding Robbie Anderson? Because Robbie Anderson, he knows how to get out. Then DJ Moore. Do we leave that to the fourth rounder? Your guy from
Zeke McPherson.
you know what I'm saying? Like DJ Moore might manhandle him. DJ Moore reminds me of Cooper, Amari Cooper. Maybe just a little. I'm not gonna say faster. Maybe the same speed, but it's just same body type. It's just
Yeah,
like, that's what I'm looking at.
yeah.
And we might get manhandled. So again, before I say we will win that game, because I'm not gonna get too far ahead of myself when I say that, but it's just the wide
Whoa.
receivers is scaring me.
Look at that comment. Daniel Hilt. He said, I think McPherson can be cornerback too. Woo! That's those hot takes I'm talking about, baby. Let's
Yeah,
go.
but Daniel, do you think he could stop a DJ Moore or a Robbie Anderson? Like, I mean, we talking. I mean, I'm not going to keep. See, the thing is, it's not like I'm going to keep saying fourth rounder. Even if he was a first rounder, we just don't know yet until it happens.
Yeah, you got to
We
think
don't know.
too. But
Well, no, I'm just saying, like when I used to play football, right? I always determine off of my first hit. If you hit like if I see how hard you hit me, or if I'm hitting you after I get through that first hit, oh, all right, cool. Because I played a little bit of cornerback, but I was running back all day because it was just all I knew how to. I didn't know how to cut and do all that. I just knew how to run and bowl guard, and my legs are strong enough that you had to just bring me down. But as far like, what if he get burnt right off? You know what I'm saying? Like, and never mind trying to bump and run. Like, I don't know if he's strong enough to bump, because we talking about DJ Moore to the point where this is maybe his third or fourth year. And he's definitely going to try to get his fifth. This is his first. He's a first rounder. He's definitely going to get his money. This is his year where he got to make up to make. You know what I'm saying, to get his money. So I don't know.
Yeah, I agree with System or not. Robbie Anderson got one move. It's a little and then he's trying to go deep. Robbie Anderson is not going to route you up, right? He's not going to put a move on you. He's not going to double move you and then sit in the zone and like that's just not his game. They're going to always look to sort of you know, get him open. So Snapback Judge says Hurst to Smith 15 touchdowns over under. I think over. That's a lot. How many did Justin Jefferson have last year? He was a rookie of the year. Was it 14?
I believe Devontae Smith is going to have one touchdown a game. I say that. You don't think he's going to have at least one touchdown? You don't think they're going to look at him because we talking about he might be number one receiver. Like, who's taking it over him?
Yeah, no, yeah.
I'm not saying I don't know if I'm gonna say 17. It's for some reason it's like within in 4 quarters, you can't tell me that he can't. Is somebody gonna stick him that well that he's not gonna make a touchdown?
No, my thing with, and you make a very, very good point. I think by the time he gets to 8 touchdowns, teams are going to start saying, okay, let's go ahead and double up Mr. Devontae Smith. Let's go ahead and take him out of the game plan and have Jalen Hurts beat us another way. Let's see what your Trevon Grimes can do. Let's see what your Jalen Ragars can do. Let's see what your Travis Fulghams can do. I think the NFL, you got to understand, we're talking about a Heisman Trophy winner. So it ain't the NFL. They don't have to prep and prepare. You know what I mean? Like, you kind of had to prep and prepare for Jalen Hurts because you didn't necessarily know exactly, you know what I mean, what he was going to bring to the table. Mm-hmm. The entire world knows what Devontae Smith is going to bring to the Philadelphia Eagles offense. So teams are going to be, on their heels just already. So I think he could definitely have I think he's going to get at least 10 touchdowns, but one every game. Again, I think around 7, 8 touchdowns, teams are going to start saying, okay, let's put 2 guys over there. Let's have a safety hover around him. let's try to take away some of the things that we know that Devontae Smith likes to do, and allow and force the Eagles' other wide receivers to step up. Your Quez Watkins, you John Hightowers, those guys. So, I mean, it's like you said earlier, bro. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. Heck, he may go out there and score 20 touchdowns.
Again, we don't know what's going to happen because again, we're just here now. It's rookie camp, mini camp going on as we speak, and so on and so forth. So they still getting their feet wet. They still amazed and excited. I mean, like they said, after a while, some of them was starstruck, but after they see him countless times, then it gets new. It get okay. I've seen you 3 or 4 times. I'm cool now. So now let's get into the business of things. So, week 6, the Super Bowl champions, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This is an away game. No, I'm sorry. This is a home game.
Let's recap a little bit for the folks that are just coming in. So we're talking about the Eagles' schedule, and right now, what are the Eagles? 3, 2, and 3.
So, I'm sorry. So we did. So the Panthers, we lose to. Are you saying that?
No, I'm gonna say we're gonna beat the Panthers.
All right. So we win against the Falcons. We win against the San Francisco. We lose to Dallas. We lose to
the Chiefs.
And then we win against the Carolina Panthers. So we're 3-2 right now.
3-2. Okay. 3-2. Tom Brady is coming to. Is that a home game or away?
Home game.
Okay. So we're gonna have the fans are gonna be rocking. Tom Brady coming to town. Okay. Antonio Brown re-signed. Okay. That's another L. That's another L. The Eagles are not beating Tom Brady.
So we're saying we're 3-3.
Yeah, the Philadelphia Eagles are 3-3.
Shout out to Lenny End Zone. What's good with
you? Yes, sir.
I just got finished seeing you on your live with Philly Foothills. Well, so we 3-3 right about now.
Yeah, we 3-3. 3-3.
You want to elaborate, or that's what it is because they Super Bowl champions?
Listen, they Super Bowl champions. I'm gonna just respect them just because they Super Bowl champions, bro. I think Tom Brady, there's just a well-oiled machine, bro. It's not too much you can do unless the Eagles have to have an almost perfect game to beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We got to have an almost perfect game. I think it's just too many rookies on this team, and I'm okay. I'm okay with taking that kind of L because it's not enough time in the world to prepare for a 7-time Super Bowl winning champion in Tom Brady.
And we'll just remind you, this is the 6th week. We're in week 6, so
we're 3-3.
Okay.
I think that's good for Nick Sirianni. I think that's a good projection. 3 wins, 3 losses. I think for a new rookie head coach, I think that's about where he probably should be. To think that he's going to come out and just go 6-0. I mean, that's just wishful thinking.
Got you. All right, so in week 7, we go to Las Vegas, away game. I'm planning on going to that game. Los Angeles Raiders. Las Vegas Raiders. Who you think?
The Las Vegas Raiders. I think we win that game. I think it's that's too far to be traveling and lose, right? And so you just got finished taking the L from Tom Brady. Nobody wants to travel millions of miles away to go to Las Vegas to lose to the Raiders. I mean, who did they take? They took a left guard. What's his name? Westwood, something like that. Yeah, I don't know what the Raiders are doing, bro. But they just
got the same quarterback too, right?
Yeah, they still got Derek Carr. They really haven't. They're still in the same spot.
I'm not sleeping on their defense, though. I mean, we talking about like they don't really have named players on their defense, but like I don't know. I do say that we win though. So we're 4-3.
Mike Freeman. Mike Freeman. What's that song you got, bro? I like. He got this one. I got to go check out Mike Freeman's YouTube, man. He has a lot of dope music on there, man. A lot of dope music. I'm kind of pissed I can't think of that song that I always kind of hum to.
All right, so we in week 8 now. Detroit Lions away game.
Oh, we're going to beat the piss out of Detroit Lions. Darius Slay going back to Motor City. It's some motivation that we got going back to Detroit.
Oh yeah.
Late nights.
We going back there, but remember the same coach is not there no more. But I'm pretty sure he's still gonna light it up.
Yeah, but when I look at that wide receiver room, I think, I can see Deuce Staley putting in the word, saying they might. Well, he can't put a word because he doesn't know. It's a totally different roster. Nick Sirianni is bringing a totally different scheme, and so I don't know. I think that's a great point, Daniel. That's why I love Danny, man. He always has these great points. Kerryon Johnson, it's so much to look for. Darius Slay going back to Detroit. Kerryon Johnson looking to get, he's on a revenge tour against the Detroit Lions, so he's trying to show up. He's saying, okay, you guys thought I was hurt. Now I'm about to run 20 carries, $150, put a $150 on your head top. And, I just think Detroit, they're just so dysfunctional. I can't see Jared Goff outperforming Jalen Hurts. And then you think about their secondary. I would love this. I can't wait to see that matchup, Devontae Smith on Jeff Okudah. I think that's going to be pretty fun to watch.
All right, so this is week 8. We 5-3 right now. So then week 9, we got Los Angeles Chargers. And it's a home game.
I'm going to have to say that's an L because of one man, Deshaun Jackson.
No, bro. He don't. This the Chargers, not the Rams.
Oh, okay. The Chargers. See, what I like about the Chargers is they're disciplined. The Chargers are they're just a disciplined football team. So, man, that's tough. I'm not sure, bro. What do you think?
I'm gonna say we win only because it's a home game. 2, I believe they got a new coach. Their black coach that they had, I don't think he's the head coach of them. I think they fired him. Then
Anthony Lynn? They didn't fire Anthony Lynn.
They did.
They did fire Anthony Lynn. The Eagles took Nick Sirianni over Anthony Lynn? Wow.
Yeah. So I believe that's a win.
Can I say this really quick? Can I just chime in really quick? Because I've really been wanting to say this because I think it's it's important to talk about. I just find it very heartbreaking that Deuce Staley didn't get the job here in Philadelphia. I just really find it heartbreaking. You talk about somebody who played for you as a running back, who, helped coach your running back room, to get to the Super Bowl, to beat Tom Brady. Who could have imagined Corey Clement doing what he did? And now he's not even in the NFL. And we all could sort of say that, Corey Clement did that because of, the work that he got in with Deuce Staley. Look, man, I ain't trying to go too far back. I love Nick. I do. I love Nick Sirianni, but when I look at, and I get it. I know they wanted all new blood, and I get it. I know, but when you think about Deuce Staley, he earned that job, man. He earned that job, and I just can't help but to think wow, so we can play for you. I can go out there and get CTE for you. I can go out there and break my back for you, twist my ankle for you, but you won't let me run this thing. You won't let me get to the top of this thing. You know what I mean? Nick Sirianni didn't play one down in the NFL. Deuce Staley has over 50 touchdowns scored in the NFL. So I just say, I know we're gonna skim over it and just whatever, but I just think, man, as a black man, I gotta say it. To me, it's like, so you're willing to pay, Michael Vick $100 million now coming out of prison, right? But Deuce Staley, who has done it the right way, came through your system through and through, bleed green through and through. But then we go and hire Nick Sirianni, and we all know why. Because he has to have a puppet that's not going to say, Deuce Staley was not going to go for none of that trash. And it's cool. We got to move on. We let bygones be bygones. But I just really wanted to have an opportunity to vent because, I sort of stayed away from that topic. But, I just think it's one of those things where it's like, man, whatever.
What's amazing to me is he still don't have a head coaching job. That's what I don't understand. At the same time, he went to another team and he's still playing the same position. Is he getting more money? I mean, maybe, probably so. Or if he's making the same money, I guess he just wanted to get out of the environment of, all right, that's what Philly want to do to me. I mean, I know the Philly fans love me, but the organization don't because of all what I've done, and this is what you'll do to me. I got to roll, and that's why I give him the respect, but I just don't understand why he don't still have a role yet.
Come on,
Well,
Muicci,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
why.
I know why, but I'm just saying, hypothetically.
Wow. So Detroit's like, I'll take a black coach. Anthony Lynn is the office. Like, what is that? The breeding ground for African American coaches in the NFL? Like, and think about their franchise. And what's so crazy is, and then we're gonna move on. What's so crazy is it's like this narrative around black coaches going to Detroit, like they need a white coach to prep them or prepare them or like groom them to be this head coach. These, like, you didn't even.
Well, they probably saying Anthony Lynn had his opportunity with the Los Angeles Chargers.
No, I get you. I'm saying more specifically for Deuce Staley. If you look at the head coach for Deuce Staley, when his initial interview being a head coach, he kind of had like this vibe, like, I'm prepping, or I brung Deuce Staley here to prep him to be a head coach. That's why he went to Detroit, because Detroit was the only team that was going to give him the same position as high as the Eagles did. So, listen, we got Coach Sirianni. I just had to get that out of my system. I just think it kind of sucks. It's really going to be interesting to see, if Coach Sirianni can really get those leaders on this team on his side, the ones who are really diehard, Miles Sanders fans. I mean, Deuce Staley fans. And I meant to say Miles Sanders said he would run through a brick wall for Deuce Staley. So we'll see.
No, I believe it. So we're 6-3 right now. Week 10, we go to Denver Broncos.
I like that matchup just because that's going to be fun to watch. To see Devontae Smith on Patrick Surtain Jr. I mean, the second. I mean, see, we couldn't see, them battling in practice, but now we're going to see it, so that's going to be a good matchup. I say we win that game. The Broncos don't have the same defense as they once had. They definitely got a great safety back there in Justin Simmons. You still got Von Miller. You add Patrick Surtain the second. They still have some pieces, but I don't know if it's going to be dominant enough or strong enough to stop the Eagles offense. I think by that time you're going to start to see the Eagles offense sort of kind of settle down. We started off 3-3. We went through some turbulence. I think Jalen Hurts starts to really, sort of take off. So I project the Eagles beat the Broncos that week for sure.
All right. So we 7-3. And next Week 11, it's going to be a home game versus Louisiana, the Saints.
Oh yeah, we're winning that game. I mean, they don't even have Drew Brees. The Saints are no. I mean, they have some pieces. You know, Lattimore, Jenkins. You know, the Peyton Turner, the defensive end that I thought the Eagles should have taken, in this draft. They have some pieces, but yeah, you know, Sean Payton he's the GOAT in his own right, but he's not doing nothing with what's his face, the guy that we beat. Jalen Hurts already beat him.
Mm-hmm.
He already beat him. Like, we beat him already. So, you know,
All
I
right,
think that's a win.
I got you. So we 8-3. Now we go to week 12, a division rival, New York Giants.
I don't trust Danny Dimes. There's something about his game. It's something about his mentality that I don't trust. I say the Eagles win that game. It's something about his game.
That's an away game too.
Yeah, Taysom Hill and James Winston. Thank you so much, System of the Nine. I appreciate that. I had a sort of a brain fart there. I think we beat the Giants. I think Devontae Smith sort of, you know, that's kind of like his coming out party. It's been so many rumors that he just knew he was going to be a New York Giant. He thought he was going to get drafted there. He was shocked that the Eagles came up and got him. I don't know if there's anything that Adoree Jackson can do with Devontae Smith. I just don't. I know they got Jabril Peppers back there, and they're going to move him sort of all over the football field, but I'm not really sure.
Got you.
Mitch, what's going on, bro? Welcome to the podcast. Welcome.
And all right, so we 9-3.
9-3. The Eagles are 9-3. We're doing good.
We're going to week 13, and guess who we got? The New York Jets. Now, this is an away game.
I love that we play the Jets because I really want to see their quarterback up and personal. The Jets, I just don't think they have enough offensive weaponry. I don't know if they have enough to outduel. I mean, bro, we're talking about Jalen freaking Hurts and Devontae Smith. Like that's a dangerous tandem, bro. And so
I see this as a win, and I see us going 10-3. I mean, we're 10-3 now after this game.
I agree with you.
Because what wide receiver do they have? They got the wide receiver that didn't.
Elijah Moore.
And Elijah Moore. They got Elijah Moore, and they got somebody else there. The other wide receiver that they had where he dissed Philly. He said F Philly.
You talking about Devin Mims?
Yeah. So
he didn't really show up. He's a guy.
Right. So there you have it. And then they defense is not what it was or not what it is now. Just like they had let go of their wide receiver, they got rid of their linebacker, and now he's with the Texans. They just he got to deal with the Texans.
Yeah.
Wow. They got Elijah Moore.
Yeah, they got Elijah Moore. Yep, they drafted Elijah Moore. Oh yeah, and Corey Davis. I forgot about Corey Davis. Corey Davis is
from where? The Washington or the
Tennessee?
Titans?
From the Titans. He was the fourth. Okay. He was the fourth overall selection in his draft. I mean, he's a bust. I'm just going to say it. Nobody's going to say it. I'll say it. Corey Davis is a bust.
Yeah. We still all right. Well, we're 10-3.
Buns.
Because
Buns.
Zach, he's gonna have to try to find himself. So of course, week 14, we got a bye, so everybody get the rest and relax. Now, do you think because we have a bye in week 14, you think that's too long or that's
That's
too far
horrible.
away?
That's horrible. But you see, that's what they do. That's how the NFL operates. So they're saying, okay, Philly, if we're going to give you the easiest schedule, one of the easiest schedules in the league, your bye is going to be, 20 years down the road. But if you look at the harder schedules and look at these teams who have harder schedules, their bye is going to be week 5, week 6, a little earlier on. So, I mean, we can't have our cake and eat it too. You know what I mean? I think, those guys got to push. I think it's good for the mentality of this football team. I really do. I think we need that. Come on, man. We gotta get that dog back in this man in this franchise, man. That guy from the Indianapolis coach that wears the number 2. I mean, his we got to get his residue out of here. And so we need guys to push week 1 to week 5, push week 5 to week 10, and then do it 4 more times. We gotta get after it. We gotta get after it. And it is pretty long pause, but I think at the end of the day, we gotta do what we gotta do.
Gotcha. All right, so week 15, another division rival, Washington football team. Now we got to be modest with this. Let's be modest. I will say we will win, but then we got Ryan Fitzpatrick as the quarterback, where he still is dangerous. Washington football team as a whole, they still play as a football team. You understand? If you understand what I'm saying,
Ooh.
like they still play together. It's all about good coaching and the way how it transpires.
You gotta get that residue out of here. You really do. No, man, I love how you put that, man. That's why I was talking about identities, and when you bring in a new coach, an identity. That is what Ron Rivera does for the Washington football team. When you talk about, okay, Dwayne Haskins, you think I'm laughing? You think because you were 15th overall pick that I won't cut you? Okay, cut next game. And so when you bring in a Ron Rivera, that identity, and they do play like a football team. Can I say something? I am terrified. I am terribly, terribly, terribly terrified of the Washington football team. I just am. I think if that defense can catch fire, and on the offensive side of the ball, Fitzpatrick can catch a little bit of magic, watch out. Watch out. That's all I'm going to say, because I live in the D.C., Maryland, Virginia area. The consensus here is they're just one quarterback away. Just one quarterback away. The Redskins, I think they have the best defense in the NFL. That's just my humble opinion. So,
Yeah, I'm not gonna argue because just like what we seen last year, I thought they wasn't real good, but then it's like they came together as far as what they even with that running back that they got, number 24.
Gibson
I was yeah,
out of
like
Memphis, dog.
yeah. So that's what So again, after seeing him playing like that, and what's his name? Is it Terry McLaurin? Well, no.
Yeah, you're right. You're 100% right. Terry McLaurin, Curtis Samuel.
Yeah.
They look, the Washington football team. Now we better watch out. You better watch out for that daggone Damian Brown out of North Carolina. Watch out. He's a sleeper. They got their wide receiver room is low key lit. They're one quarterback away, and this is why I said they had the worst draft in this year, because when you look at what they did, you could have Justin Fields is sliding. You could have tried to go and get the kid out of Mac Jones. They did nothing. Jamin Davis on ESPN's top 100 chart, Jamin Davis was rated 75th overall far as the top 100 players. Jamin Davis was 75th overall, and they take Jamin Davis at 19.
Mm-hmm.
At least if you're going to talk about value, at least go Caleb Farley, because he was rated top 5 overall. So you take a risk on Caleb Farley. So I think we're going to beat them, but I think they're sneaky.
I mean, so what you think? Are we going 11-3 or are we going 10-4?
We got that bad boy back there wearing number 1, baby. Jalen Hurts. I'm a believer. Fly, Eagles, fly.
All right, so you're saying we got him on the first try. So basically, we got the Giants and we got the Washington football team on the first try.
Oh my goodness, hold up. We got to address this. Wait a minute.
Oh, yeah.
Wait a minute.
I heard about this.
Watch it. I got 2 because it makes sense. If Aaron Rodgers goes to the Redskins, it's over. I mean, the football team, it's over. But it's another name, and it makes sense. Watson to Washington. Ooh! If Deshaun Watson goes to Washington, over.
Yeah, but do you think he's playing this year because of his situation?
No, I think, come on, guys. And me and Daniel Hilt, we had a conversation about this offline. Shout out to Philly Talk Podcast. We bow down in the presence of greatness. I bow down in the presence of greatness. Always showing respect. Always showing respect. But when I look at how the whole Deshaun Watson situation happened, he's not going to play for them again because he's saying, wait a minute, Carson Wentz from the Philadelphia Eagles, he says they gave him $150 million and he tells his agent he doesn't want to be there anymore and he gets to leave just like that. But when I say I don't want to be here, now I'm a rapist. Now I've been swinging my ball sack all over the place. See, my question, I asked Daniel Hilt this. I said, okay, if Deshaun Watson would have never said he wanted to leave the Houston Texans, does this come out? He will not suit up for the Washington football team. I pray that he ends up on a team that is going to help get his name out of the dirt, is going to really build up his character. But I'm telling you, and maybe that's why the Washington football team said, hey, I'm going to hold off on Justin Fields. I'm going to hold off on Mac Jones. Because if we got an opportunity to go ahead and get Deshaun Watson, it's over.
So, but again, I guess so he's not going to be playing this year, though.
No. He's not. Why would he? Why would you?
Because, and then, with Peter King talking about his odds was to go to the Philadelphia Eagles if Hurts don't do nothing or show up. But then, we still got 3 first-round picks. But I'm pretty sure that we're going to keep our picks for next year in case if we need something else. But I'm
gonna say why I think the Deshaun Watson situation to Philadelphia makes sense. When you think about historically, the Eagles have always gone all the way back to Randall Cunningham, going all the way back to Donovan McNabb, going back to Michael Vick out of prison, right? The Philadelphia Eagles have always been sort of this like magical space, let's just call it for what it is, for African American quarterbacks. So when you think about why he doesn't want to be there, and so we got to start getting back to the root. The root of it is he doesn't feel included. He doesn't feel like the team valued his opinion. So he's looking from Texas. He's all the way in Texas, and he's peeking. He says, "Wait a minute, they gave Carson Wentz the keys the first day and he didn't have to work. Wait a minute, Carson Wentz," Howie Roseman said on paper that the Philadelphia Eagles wanted to trade away Malcolm Jenkins so that Carson Wentz could feel that this was his team. And so when you look at that and you look at it from Deshaun Watson's perspective, he's saying, wait a minute, Malcolm Jenkins was just over there doing a little bit of social activism. They're listening to his voice. Their owner allows black players freedom, right? So I could see why he would want to come to Philadelphia. The only problem is we already got our franchise quarterback, and that's Jalen Hurts. So, for me, I'm not moving off of Jalen Hurts. I'm just not. I don't think Deshaun Watson is going to play this year. I think he's going to sit out. I think the Texans, they're just going to have to, if I was the Texans, I just wouldn't play it how they're playing it because they're not going to get much for him. I just don't believe the team, because the team is sitting there saying he's not going to suit up for you guys again. So now the Texans are giving other teams the leverage. So
if he don't suit up, do Aaron Rodgers go to the Texans?
Hmm. I don't know. My thing is, I don't know where Aaron Rodgers sort of stands on the measuring stick in terms of like.
Well, the team said that they wasn't trading him, but then I think he's probably thinking otherwise. Like if something happens to him, do y'all take me out and have Love go in, or do they think they're not getting nowhere with him? Within these past years, I mean, he put up great numbers, but at the same time, he don't get them nowhere to a certain extent. But I don't believe Love is going to get them there either. It's just that he's a newer quarterback and he's younger. Maybe they just don't want him to sit there for so long because he already been sitting there only for 2 years, right? He only been sitting for 2 years.
Who was that?
Maybe Love, the second quarterback from the
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's time for him to start paying some rent for sure. I don't know if at this point in his career, Aaron Rodgers would go to a team like the Texans, because when you look at their roster and you say, wait a minute, JJ Watt just left. When you look at their roster and you say Deshaun Watson no longer wants to be there, they're just not pleasing. I mean, they are the bottom of the NFL. The Houston Texans are the bottom of the bottom. They're the shrimp of the NFL. And so if you are Aaron Rodgers, no, I'm looking at the Broncos. I'm looking at teams that have young pieces on the defensive side of the ball that have, when you look at the Broncos, is the perfect fit, or the Washington football team, because I sit there and I say to myself, you give Aaron Rodgers all of those, Jerry Jeudy, you give him Noah, what's his name? Noah, the tight end from what I'm saying is they got KJ Hamler. They got I don't know all their wide receivers, but they have talent over there. They have a lot of talent. And so if you're Aaron Rodgers, it just wouldn't, for you. You're on the latter end of your career. Why go to a team that doesn't even have a defense?
Right. All right. So let's move on real quick. So we are beating the Washington football team.
What's our record right now? Will you say we're 11-3?
We're 11-3 we're 11-3 if we beat the Washington football team. We're 10-4 if we don't win against the Washington football team.
I'm going to say, if I say we were going to win, I'm going to say we're going to lose. I think when you talk about, I guess, hard to win 9-10 games in the NFL, I think we still have to be mindful that we have a lot of rookies on this team, and so the turbulence is going to come. The impact is going to come, right? No matter if we have a Heisman Trophy winner, no matter if we have a Jalen Hurts, at some point this team is going to hit a wall, is going to hit adversity. And I think we're going to get past it. But so I'll say we lose the first game against Washington.
All right. Because you got reminder, we're at week 15. The rest of the games are division games. So in week 16, we face the New York Giants again. Do we win or lose? Because we won the first game. Now we're talking about the second game.
I think we sweep the Giants. Saquon Barkley. I know that he's posting all of these videos on social media about how he's training that knee, he's getting it together. I just personally think they're just not ready yet. I think, come on, man, it's the New York Football Giants. I mean, they're not. They're just not the same.
All right, so with the New York Giants in Week 16, we are 11-4. So now we go into Week 17, Washington Football Team again. Do we win or lose?
I don't see us losing to the Washington Football Team twice. So I think we split. I think we lose once and we win one. It's weird because they're like the football team is always sort of like good in Philly. Like I remember coming up watching the Eagles against the Redskins and how Sean Taylor just to torch us and at the Lincoln Financial Field. I think we're sort of we split.
All right, so now Week 18, Dallas Cowboys. We're 12-4 right now. And this is amazing that we actually are 12-4. Because like I said before the video, I don't know if I told you, before the video, there was a guy that said we're actually going to go 12-5.
And honestly, this is a honest review. Like I said, we were going to lose the first 3 some odd games. So like I think, and I've been telling a lot of people, the Philadelphia Eagles are going to make some noise, bro. Like we're going to make some noise, and I agree with you. And not to go too far back, but just like what you said, Muicci, about the cornerback, number 2, I feel like we're going to mess around and get to the playoffs and not have a cornerback that needs to stop the top tier wide receivers in the playoffs. So,
Got you. So, I guess,
Mike Freeman said we've been way too optimistic. I don't think so. I think people got to understand.
Now listen, I'm trying to be. I'm the realist. Like I'm really real because again, yes, we could be 12-4, but are we maybe we saying that, or they probably saying 12-4? Are you kidding me? You got a new quarterback, coach. I mean, y'all got a new quarterback. Y'all got coaches. Everybody's brand new. So do y'all really think? And I mean, that could be legit, like what Daniel said, 9-8 for this year. It could, but we also could go 12-4. We could. You got to remember, we're not dealing with Doug Peters. Okay, so again, from 2017, because I don't want to keep talking about the past, but I'm just trying to make a point.
Let me just throw this in here really quick. People have to remember the Philadelphia Eagles have one of the easiest schedules this year. So it's not like we're playing like I think almost 50% of the teams that we're playing didn't, like last year, their record wasn't over 500. Like we're playing the Jets. They had the number 2 overall pick. Like we got to remember, like it's not about being optimistic. I think it's about looking at the schedule and saying, okay, the Giants never really could do anything with the Eagles historically. The Redskins never really could do nothing with the Eagles historically. We're going to lose to Tom Brady. Yes. I just can't. The Jets are not. I mean, they're the Jets. We're not losing to the Raiders. I mean, Mike Freeman said Chargers had a better team and a quarterback than us last year than we do this year, and they weren't close to 12-4. He had a rookie quarterback too. What you think, Mooch?
I mean, again, like you said, we went 7-9 the first in 2016. 2017, we went 13-3. We wasn't even expecting that. We didn't know that Carson Wentz was going to come. Oh man, I made a said his name. Number 2 from the Colts. Like he was spectacular in year 2, just that he messed up his leg, and then from 2017 until now, every year when I do look at the when I do look at the schedule, I always say we should be at least uh either 10 or 11 in 6 or 5, only because of looking at it on paper. So of course we're looking at this again on paper. So we're saying yes 12 and 4 because it looked like the easiest teams, or the way how I'm just my vision is looking at, because we have a dynamic duel, we have a running game now, and the line is good. But then it's just the defense and it's the cornerback that I'm just thinking of. Or again, me and you both said Darius Slay is buns right now to a certain extent, only because he was good. He wasn't good on certain wide receivers, and that's when we need you to be good. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, again, we just don't. We could say 10-7 all we want. We could say 7-9. We could say whatever, but until it happens, and we just move on from there. So, and like I
I,
said, we just went down the list.
I'll say this. I wanted to get to this question because I thought this was very interesting. Mike Freeman, while we have you on the screen right now, we'll get to you. Carson had Doug and a Super Bowl caliber coaching staff team for 2 years straight. Hurts not in that situation, and he's my guy. I think there's some validity to that. I also want to kind of go here because I think this is. I
So
think.
wait, you want me to? So don't answer his question yet, right? You want to
I think it kind of coincides with what Nikki Cunningham is saying. And this is, we have to deal with this as an Eagle family. One nest, one family. We got to talk about this because, Nikki, I love you. I love you. I love you. I just want to tell you I love you. But I have to respectfully disagree. I hope, Nikki, I hope you're the only one that's thinking like this. Nikki says, if Hurts doesn't get us to the playoffs with this schedule, we got to move on and get the top guy out of the 2022 draft. In my humble opinion, you have to stay with Jalen Hurts because I understand that the schedule is easy, but at the same time, I understand, Devontae Smith is a Heisman Trophy winner. He's still a rookie, though. Jalen Hurts, last year, the 4 games that he played in, those we have to look at it as his preseason games because he didn't get a regular offseason like other quarterbacks. He didn't get it. And so I'm looking at this like this is Jalen Hurts' rookie year. How do you not look at Jalen Hurts this year and say, okay, this is his rookie year? For me, I love the take, but I think it's too hot potato-ish. It's like, I don't know if he's good. No, I'm not wasting 3 first-round picks. If Jalen Hurts is 50% of what Russell Wilson is, I'm not wasting those 3 first-round picks on a top quarterback because none of those quarterbacks could come into Philadelphia and win that locker room. It's not just about talent. It's not just about getting to the playoffs. It's about, can you go into the Eagles locker room and look Fletcher Cox in his eyes? Can you look Jason Kelce in his eyes and be a leader among men? Can you look Devontae Smith in his eyes and be a leader among men? And so I just think Jalen Hurts can do that. We know that guys are responding to him. The Eagles have fought so hard to find a quarterback that this team responds to. This team hasn't been responding to Carson Wentz. We put Nick Foles in there. They respond to him. You put Jalen Hurts in there. They finally respond to him. So I don't know, Muicci. I just wanted to – I don't mean to be long-winded, but I just think – I did a whole video on, just hoping that we just don't – if Jalen Hurts doesn't do it this year, the hell with them. It's like, but Carson Wentz will get 5 years. Nelson Aguilar, he can drop so many passes, but we'll wait 5 years to see what happens to him. But Jalen Hurts only gets 1 year to try to figure this thing out.
No, you gotta look at his destiny. You gotta look at his journey from the time that he got to college until now. Look at his documentaries. Look at what he did with the other quarterback Tuca, where they took him out and he came back in, won a championship game. Uh, from his head coaches, from his pop. I don't believe he's going to do something this year. I mean, look, as long as he get better, he's the starter. He's going to grab the job. He's going to get it over these other quarterbacks. As long as he's going to be in the pocket a lot more. Why? Because he got wide receivers, like I just said. As long as he go, if he can read cover 2, cover 3 coverages, he's fine. You know what I'm saying? And just take his time a little bit more, he'll be all right.
I just want to say this because nobody seems to want to do it. Carson Wentz could not read coverages. I repeat, Carson Wentz could not read coverages. There's no way you tell me you get a 4.0 all throughout your collegiate year, and yet you hike a ball, you look to the left, you see Miles Sanders clearly open, and yet you don't throw the football. You hike the ball, you throw it in the end zone, interception. Carson Wentz. So what I'm saying is Jalen Hurts, see, when it comes to quarterbacks of color, they like to say, oh, he's really good below the hips. Oh, he can run. You know, he has a strong arm. They don't never talk about the intelligence. Jalen Hurts is a very, very intelligent guy.
Facts. Look, yeah, that's all I'm saying. Like, yeah, you definitely did say it.
Mike Freeman says the expectations for black quarterbacks are higher and sometimes too astronomical. There, I said it. And I have to give you a fly, Eagles, fly for saying it. And I think it's okay. We shouldn't be afraid to speak our truth and to say how we feel. We all know that quarterbacks of color. Jalen Hurts gets 1 year. Carson Wentz gets 5 years. We gave Carson Wentz $150 million and he looked you in your face. Carson Wentz didn't even have the guts to look you in the eye after you bought his jersey, after you paid for the season tickets, after you came out and you supported his audience of one softball annual event. He didn't even look you in the eye and say, I don't want to be a Philadelphia Eagle. But you gave him 5 years. You gave him 5 years. And it's, oh, we can tolerate it. He led the league in interceptions. Oh, we can tolerate it. Jalen Hurts, his rookie year, if you don't take us to the promised land, get him out of here.
No, better yet, he wasn't good in the 4 games that he played. Of course he wasn't. 4 games.
Right, but wait. You just said it. You just said it, Mooch. That's what they'll say. He wasn't good in his 4 games, but they won't say. They'll quick to say, "Oh, Carson Wentz, he struggled because he was a rookie. Peyton Manning struggled because he was a rookie." But when this guy Jalen Hurts is clearly a rookie, they don't say it. They don't slap the same stigma on him. They just say he has to take us to the promised land. And Nikki, I think you make very, very good points, and I do agree with you because, to a certain degree, when you look, if there is a Patrick Mahomes like player sitting at the top of the draft and the Eagles can get him, and Jalen Hurts sort of struggles and he's just playing like dude, like what did you lose your magic powers? Like, if that's the case, then yes, we should definitely look. But I think we have to really look ourselves in the mirror and really give Jalen Hurts a fighting chance. Just, I mean, can he get his foot in the door before we kick him out?
Well, and another thing, if we did do that, if we did grab a quarterback in 2022, that's fine. Just bring him in again for more competition. That's all. And let's just see who wins out that battle.
Muicci, what do you think about this comment right here by Daniel Hill?
That's fine. I mean, either or, Hurts is going to give you everything that he got. Like, he's going to.
Mm-hmm.
Let's not. Come on, you can't imagine that he's going to do bad. Is he going? So you telling me, as all the work that he putting in right now, is he going to do like a Carson? Is he going to really be like Carson Wentz?
Hold up. Look at what System of the Eye said. System of the Eye said, yo, imagine if we gave up on Wentz after a year. Lincoln Financial Field would still be on fire. Still be on fire.
True. Because again, I would have never known that he would have came out that next year and just lit up the whole. Like we went 11-3 until he got hurt. I have to give him credit on that. And I still believe if he was never to get hurt, we would have won the Super Bowl, and then that next year we would have been even crazier, I would think.
Yeah, Mike Freeman. I see Mike Freeman came to talk, baby. Mike Freeman came to. Oh, I took my mic out. My bad. Mike Freeman came to talk. Mike Freeman said McNabb is treated like garbage. Yet Carson had one good year, and he's a god. Was given the keys to Philly and never truly earned it. Let's build around Hurts and keep it going. Man, if I could give this dude a star, man, if I could cash app you, man, I'm telling you, honestly, as an Eagles fan, I'm 28 years old, bro. As an Eagles fan, I literally, the other day, I'm like, yo, I did not appreciate Donovan McNabb. I didn't appreciate him. Even Michael Vick, I'm like, yo, Michael freaking Vick played for the Eagles, bro. Fresh out of prison. Fresh. And I'm sitting there saying, I understand that Donovan McNabb, bro, he the GOAT, bro. Todd Pinkston, James Thrash, right. LJ Smith.
Yeah, he made them all great.
He made them all great. So when you talk about, oh, this team is one person away, or the Redskins are one quarterback away, the Giants are just something away, the Eagles were legitimately a wide receiver away because of Donovan McNabb. And where did we go when we got Terrell Owens? Even though we didn't win it, to the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Yeah. But no, see, but that's the thing. Wait, go back to that question real quick.
Right here.
Go back to Mike Freeman.
Mike Freeman? Okay.
Yeah. All right. So look, we get it. I mean, they said they treated Donovan McNabb like garbage. They did. We didn't. Because for the whole years, again, remember they all booed him when they drafted him. Because we all wanted Ricky Williams. We got Donovan McNabb. What have Donovan McNabb have done? He's turned these wide receivers into something, and he got so many yardage out of bum receivers, or you know what I'm saying, not certain type of receivers. You know how many yards he got? Now I'm pretty sure, if you ask me, he should go to the Hall of Fame off of numbers, just off of numbers. But he's probably the same to a certain extent as Dan Marino. Now, the only time he did go to the Super Bowl was because of Terrell Owens, and of course we lost. We would have won, but the theory is that they cheated because they said they had something to do with that they knew the plays. All right, granted, the reason why they acting like Carson Wentz is a god only because of the way how he went to the Super Bowl. Well, that second year, I believe it's only because of that second year. The first year, Doug Peterson was treating Carson Wentz like trash. He was like, he didn't do his drop back step good. He didn't do this. He didn't do that. He didn't read the coverage well. So I guess maybe Carson put all that into perspective and said, okay, now over the summer I got to train better, train more. And again, this goes without saying, all because of Frank Wright, which the team wanted to fire him. What he did, again, like I keep telling you, he went to get his college book, put everything together, and that's why they went 11-3 because it was muscle memory, because it was all about Carson Wentz's college book. That's why he was so nice, and that's why it was so easy for him to throw to Zach Ertz, the tight end, two tight end set, Zach Ertz and the other tight end that plays for the Colts now too.
You talking about Trey Burton,
right? So that's why he was so well with throwing the ball to him with ease and with promise, because he already knew the playbook. because again, he ran that 4 years through college. Again, he got hurt, so that's why they treated him like a guy because it was only 2 years. It only took him the next year just to go to the Super Bowl or just to have a thorough run. Because again, it was only 11-3, and he got hurt at the LA game. So I mean, that's the reason why that they were treating him like a god. But or if you want to really get into it, if you want to say skin color, I mean, hey, but
listen,
you know,
Donovan McNabb only needed Terrell Owens to get to the playoffs. I mean, to the Super Bowl, and Brian Westbrook, and Balk Halter and those guys, and John Ritchie and L.J. Smith and those guys, and John Ryan. Carson Wentz needed Torrey Smith, Alshon Jeffries, Jay Ajayi. It's the list just goes on, man. It's so much. But I wanted to kind of, Nikki, if you're still rocking with us, she says, I'm just saying, franchise guys elevate a bad team. I need to see that before we pass up the opportunity. And to that, I do agree with you, Nikki. I think you have a very, very valid point. I guess if we can sort of agree to disagree, that'll be great. But I also say, as much as we take time to want to evaluate the guys at the top of the draft, we can do the same thing with the guys on this roster. So I'm saying evaluate and just sort of look at how, before we even get to the football field, and that is why I love Jalen Hurts, is because before he even picks up a football, throws a ball to Devontae Smith, it's the relationships that guys established before. It's what guys are saying about him. And so, yeah, again, and let me just put this out there. If Jalen Hurts decides he wants to stink up the joint, which it's probably not going to happen. High chance it's not going to happen because of how he's wired. But if Jalen Hurts gets out there this season and he starts stinking it up, oh, you best believe I'm sitting there looking at Howie Roseman saying, but it has to really be like glaring, like this dude lost his, like he just can't play football anymore. And it's not going to happen. That's like saying, Devontae Smith is not going to have success. Like, you don't go from being a Heisman Trophy winner to coming to the NFL and all of a sudden losing, your talent and your skills. But you definitely have a great point. And, I guess we'll have to see, what happens. We'll just have to see, what happens. But, it's this is going to be a very, 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 we deserve it. We deserve this. As Eagles fans, we deserve to see a Heisman Trophy winner out there. We deserve to see this team go out there and bring guys in that can really entertain us, man. Because last year, 4-11-1, 4-12-1, it was horrible. And see, Carson Wentz, he got it good. But you see the difference, though? The fans booed Donovan McNabb on the stage. Now, he doesn't deserve to get booed, right? All he does is win about 3 to 4 or 5 NFC championships and goes to a Super Bowl. Carson Wentz, he deserved to be booed, right? No fans there to boo him. He just gets to walk out. Mm-hmm. He leaves the Eagles Stadium. Nobody boos him. He said, I got to get the hell out of here now, because if I don't get the hell out of Dodge, I'm going to come back to Lincoln Financial Field next year and everybody's going to boo me. And he can't handle it.
Right.
Yeah, Carson needed an all-pro. Mike Freeman said Carson needed an all-pro offensive line, great D-line, top 5 running back game, etc. Carson needs greatness around him to perform good. However, great players make other players good. There's a difference, and it's true. And so, I think that's a great take. And I think when you look at Jalen Hurts, and that's why I'm saying, why would you just skim over this guy? Like, look what he did against the Saints, bro. Like, that defense was like top 5. And he goes out there, he's scrambling. He's not doing too much. You know what I mean? Watch it. Jalen Hurts makes a mistake. Let's look at how he's wired now. He makes a mistake. He goes directly to Doug Peterson. Hey, coach, what can I do to be better? Where did I make a mistake? Carson Wentz makes a mistake. Audience of one, come and support my baseball. I'm gonna go sit on the bench. I'm gonna look at my pad. I'm gonna look at my iPad and talk to Nate Sudfeld and ask him about burgers and all that kind of junk.
Right. And don't go over and talk to no offensive lineman. Don't talk to the running backs or nothing.
Nobody.
Yeah.
Accountability.
Right. And that's why I like what Reese 223 said. He said, I truly believe Smith and Hurts is going to do more damage in the NFL than Tua, Waddle, and Burrow and Chase. Right, that's facts. I
Listen,
see it too.
Jalen Hurts is a better quarterback prospect than Tua. He's going to have a better career.
Yeah, system of the night. That's what I just got finished saying that too. He got booed all because we wanted Ricky Williams, and we didn't get Ricky Williams. And obviously, you're seeing what McNabb had definitely done for the Philadelphia Eagles.
What is Mooch? Does anybody know where Ricky Williams is now? He's somewhere serving on a weed initiative. Like he's somewhere doing this.
Yeah, that's all. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. He's a monk, right? He's a monk right now.
No disrespect to monks. I'm just saying, and this is why I tell people we cannot allow Howie Roseman's bad, picks in the past to block our sight to see the greatness of Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts is greatness. How he's moving is greatness. How he's leading his team is greatness. How he's speaking to the media is greatness. How he handled the Carson Wentz situation is greatness. How he changed his number to 1 when Carson Wentz changed his number from 11 to 2 is greatness. It's greatness. Don't miss it. Don't miss it. And what I'm saying is, and I love it because obviously our colors are green, but they always say the grass is not greener on the other side. So everybody's looking past Jalen Hurts. That's what I'm saying. Everybody's already, it's almost like we're expecting him to kind of fail. It's almost like, okay, he can fail because we got 3 first-round picks, draft picks anyway.
Right.
If you're going to be loyal to Jalen Hurts, be loyal to Jalen Hurts. This is my thing. If you had enough energy to withstand Nelson Aguilar in Philadelphia and all of his drops and all of his bad routes. Yeah, I will give him that. He played well in the Super Bowl, played in some big time games. But the Eagles, they got to they picked up his 5th-year option. Nelson Aguilar was here for 5 years. You mean to tell me you have more energy to wait out Nelson Aguilar's contract and not Jalen Hurts's? What?
After 1 year.
After 1 year? Like 1 year. Brotherly love, guys. We got it. Listen, we can't say we rocking with the Eagles and not show brotherly love. Show Jalen Hurts brotherly love. Show him brotherly love. Because, like I said, if your brother was out there, a sister, whoever, and they kind of messed up here and there, you just wouldn't say, oh, the hell with them. 1 year, just throw him away. Trash can. He's garbage. He stinks. Imagine if somebody said it earlier, Peyton Manning had a bad year. Imagine if the Indianapolis Colts would have gave up on Peyton Manning.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what? They did. They did give up on him. He messed up his neck. And what does he do? He goes to the Denver Broncos and he wins a championship.
Yep.
Right? So I'm just saying, don't allow these 3 first-round draft picks to cloud your thinking with Jalen Hurts, because that's all it's doing right now. Every Eagles fan, we have 3 first-round draft picks. If Jalen Hurts doesn't work out, we could just get – it doesn't work like that.
Right.
Doesn't work like that.
And that's another thing. He worked with Saban, right? And Saban, he's the one that pulled him out the game and had Tua start over him. And then once Tua went out, what did Jalen Hurts come back do? Came back and won a championship. Maybe refresh my memory. Didn't he come back and win a championship game? And after he won a championship game, he went to him and hugged him and said, "I still believed in this guy. Oh my God, he did great. But you're the one that pulled him out. So you expected something otherwise." Listen, nobody. At the end of the day, you can't Hurts is our guy. You know what I'm saying? He's okay to mess up. If he mess up, it's all right. We have 17 games now. I mean, it's always a bounce back. All right,
And,
okay, I get it.
and think about it. And not to cut you off, Mucci, but
Go ahead.
imagine you bringing a Heisman Trophy winner, and then you tell. Now we all know that Jalen Hurts is Devontae Smith's guy. That's his guy. What was the first? So many comments coming in. Give me 1 second, guys. What was the first? Who was the first person that Devontae Smith kind of linked up with? Right. When he came to Lincoln Financial Field, Jalen Hurts. He's at the 76ers game with Jalen Hurts. So you mean to tell me you're going to tell a Heisman Trophy winner after 1 year, hey Devontae, yeah man, we're going to move off of Jalen Hurts. You know, you guys couldn't get it right your rookie year and his sort of rookie year, and so we're going to try to go and get somebody out of North Carolina. How do you think I guarantee you. And this is where Howie Roseman has to be careful, because I guarantee you, if the Eagles move off of Jalen Hurts, book it. Watch this. Listen to me, guys. If the Philadelphia Eagles and Howie Roseman move off of Jalen Hurts after next year, Devontae Smith will not make it to a second contract. Book it. Because you brought me here for what? You brought me here to develop me, and then you take the guy away to help me develop. And this is because moving Jalen Hurts, because this team loves him so much, it really hurts. It really hurts a lot of other things. My God. System of the Knot says, fact drop. People who want Hurts gone after a year are JJ Arthega White side fans. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. It's just Jalen. When you look at this team, Jalen Hurts is the perfect leader. He's the perfect leader for this team. He was breaking records. I mean, my question is, what more does the man have to do?
Nothing.
What more?
He don't have to do nothing. People just talk. I mean, I guess like we're just talking, but at the end of the day, we want Hurts. We know what to expect from Hurts. Period. We know that he's going to come out and he's going to do what he got to do. We know that he's going to come out and he's going to still break more records. I guarantee you. Now, tell me if I'm I might go a little far with this. But what if he breaks a record where he do 300 plus yards, maybe 400 plus yards in one game?
Who Hurts?
Yeah, just because he got Smith and he got the receivers, anything can happen. Anything bound can happen.
Bro, I'm saying he's over that, because I think he had a few games where he put up like 330 yards with.
All right, so that's what I'm just saying, because now that he's full control, I'm pretty sure he's going to break records, and it's going to be spectacular. This is going to be more into Eagles history. He's not going to come out. I can't believe that people think that he's going to be a bust, or like he's going to make spectacular plays as far as with Eagles history, period.
Daniel Hilt, great point. You think about when we played the football team, who came to Jalen Hurts after the game? Chase Young, and said, man, I'm glad they took you out, because you guys probably would have won had you stayed in.
Yeah.
When you have a guy like, go ahead, Mucci.
No, that makes perfect sense.
If
you're going to say that, imagine what he's going to do in 17 games.
That's what I'm saying, guys. Like Jalen Hurts, he's like a bottle of fine wine, right? Like he just gets better with time because he puts in the work. Okay, let me ask you guys a question. How many times in 5 years have you seen Carson Wentz post, not that he had to, but post a workout video during the offseason?
Countless times.
No, Mooch, we have to wait. We gotta wait on them because we gotta wait. Like my school teacher used to say, I'll wait. No, but but when Carson Wentz wants you to come to his audience of one, when he wants to go ahead and baptize somebody, then he wants to reach out to you. So you see how it works. When Carson Wentz wanted you to come support his audience of one, he'll get in front of the camera. But when he doesn't want to be a member of the Philadelphia Eagles, he'll just walk out.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but we're not going to sit here and recognize the greatness that is Jalen Hurts. Eagles, Fruz Jones says Philadelphia Eagles versus Indianapolis Colts in the Super Bowl in the next 3 years. I would love to see Jalen Hurts put Carson Wentz, put him on his lap in front of the millions. Yeah. Millions of the Bird Gang media fans and beat that butt. Sit down, Wentz.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing that either. That'd be hot.
Yeah, man. I would love to see the Colts, man. That's a great take, and I actually hope it happens. I really do. I hope it happens, man. I'm trying to get through some of these comments. Sorry, guys. We just get so caught up. He said Malcolm. I just want to say Malcolm Jenkins should have retired a Philadelphia Eagle. The worst thing for me that Howie Roseman did within the last 2 years was when he kept Jason Peters but allowed Malcolm Jenkins to walk. And I'm sitting there saying to myself, Jason Peters can't even make it through a 30-minute walkthrough. And Malcolm Jenkins, all he does is play 3,000 consecutive snaps. And so you get rid of Malcolm Jenkins to appease Carson Wentz to make him feel like he's the man. Oh, my God. This franchise.
So I don't even think if Malcolm Jenkins, if he was to retire, he wouldn't retire an Eagle. He probably retires a Saint, right? I mean, he got Super Bowls from both of them, so that would probably be hard for him.
Yeah, Malcolm Jenkins got to go in the Super Bowl. He hard, bro. To go to two different franchises and to win a Super Bowl, and that's why it hurt me because I'm like, and no offense to JP, like JP, if you're watching this, I'm sure you're not, but like I love you, but everybody knew it was time to go from Jason Peters. Like you're 37, you're 37. Let it go. Let it go, Jason. Let it go. I know, man. Just let it go. Let it go. It's okay. It was time to move on from him and Howie Roseman. Yeah, we're gonna give not just bring him back, Mooch, but give him a pay raise. And then he didn't even make it throughout the season. And then here comes Malcolm Jenkins, and he was another guy. Malcolm Jenkins walked up to Jalen Hurts, and he said, "I know Philadelphia is tough." What did he say, Mooch? But you're prepared for it.
Yep.
Come on now. We know what my question is. This is the $1 million question. Why is it that when Malcolm Jenkins was in the same locker room with Carson Wentz, he never told him that? But it took Malcolm Jenkins to go to a completely different team, and then he's able to see what Jalen Hurts' potential is. Malcolm Jenkins goes up to Jalen Hurts and he says, I know Philly is tough. I know. But you are ready. Ah, man. What a season it's going to be. What a season it's going to be. The comments are rolling. And yeah, but Mr. Holmes, let me say this. I'm going to always respect Alshon Jeffrey because I went to the NFC Championship game. Without Alshon Jeffrey, we don't go to the Super Bowl. And as a wide receiver, I played wide receiver in high school. I mean, I got a little bit of, little bit of something. But I'm saying that to say I know what it feels like when you running a crispy route and you beating that drum at the top of your route and your quarterback misses you. I watched Carson Wentz deliberately not throw the ball to Alshon Jeffrey. So I mean, it's kind of like Carson. Oh, Alshon Jeffrey's open. Let me just throw it to Zach Ertz. All Zach Ertz is going to do is run a 5-yard dig, catch it, and fall. Mm-hmm. I mean, he was a mannequin out there. He just was a mannequin. He was just not doing nothing, just sitting there, not doing nothing. Muicci, what's the time, Doc? What's the time?
Man, it's what 11:47. We've been on here for 2 hours and 9 minutes and 14 seconds.
Woo! Hey man,
I mean, we were able to get through the schedule. You know what I'm saying? Me and you said that we was gonna go 12-4, which is a bit. You know what I'm saying? But we went through all the teams. We spoke our pieces. You know what I'm saying? People on the chat, they're not agreeing, which is cool, which is fine, because at the end of the day, we don't know what they're gonna go through. Uh, Again, we talking about Jalen Hurts. It's still Hurts season. We still gonna get through this. You know what I'm saying?
Nikki, I agree with you. All I'm gonna say is this: where was that energy when Carson Wentz led the NFL in interceptions? We didn't hear get rid of Carson Wentz. We didn't hear none of that. I'm just saying, we got to keep it consistent. We got to keep it consistent. Richie Mack says almost 800 subs. Muicci Robinson, keep it up. I have to honor this brother to the left of me, because he's just been doing so much for the Eagle content community. He reached out to me when I had like 69 followers, and man, we just been rocking ever since. This guy gave me an opportunity. The first person to ever give me an opportunity to speak on his platform. He is on his way to about 1,000 subscribers. I know we only got 13 people in here, but if you can go over to Muicci Robinson's page and sub him up, we want to do whatever we can to support this brother, to support what he's doing. Because at the end of the day, it's one nest, it's one family. We're all up under that Eagle logo. I am just about, I think, 8 or 9 subscribers from 200. Would love if you guys can head over to my channel, sub me up. There is going to be more live streams like this with Pablo, Gary, and Muicci Robinson. We just love talking football. As you guys can see, we've been on here for 2 hours, just talking ball. We really appreciate everybody's comment, everybody's engagement, everybody just showing love. I mean, for you all to stick with us for almost 3 hours. I mean, that's what I'm talking about, man. So I salute you guys.
Definitely.
I salute you guys. Salute you guys. Muicci, what's the final record, bro?
Again, the final record that we just put up was 12-4. But I guess they realizing we're saying 10-7, 9-8. So again, I don't know. I just can't put my finger. I just can't wait until the season start. Let the season start. I'm gonna be at, me and you, like we discussed, we're gonna be at some games. We're gonna start some stuff. I don't want to tell them yet, but we definitely got something in the pocket with y'all. Oh, come on, Holmes. We 7-10.
Come on now.
We got 7-10.
Oh,
Richie, we just told you up.
Richie Mack. I'm sorry, Richie MC. Thank you so much, man, for supporting the channel and subbing up. I also follow back. I know people be asking for subscribers and they don't follow back.
Oh, definitely. Just like, what's your man name is Mike Freeman. I'm gonna definitely check his music out too.
Yeah, Mike. Nah, seriously, he's definitely Mr. Holmes, before we wrap it up, Garyon Conley is somebody that I think that the Eagles should definitely look at. That's why I said 7-10, and we got the easiest schedule in the league. Guys, we have a Heisman Trophy wide receiver. You see, we still mentally we can't figure it, because when you never had nothing great, when you never experienced the work effort of effort of a Heisman Trophy winner, it's hard to project. It's hard to see past Todd Pinkston. It's hard to see past JJ. We have to look past JJ Arcega-Whiteside. We have a Heisman Trophy winner, guys.
And this ain't Henry Ruggs. I'm trying to tell y'all, they're going to implement Devontae Smith in this offense like no other. We're talking about a dynamic duo.
Did you guys not? My bad.
Go ahead. No,
Did you guys not see this man right here take off and run. This man, Jalen Hurts, trucked Buda Baker. Buda Baker is a all-pro safety. When you guys leave this chat, go on YouTube and go look at the Cardinals game, his highlights against the Cardinals. He trucked Buda Baker into the end zone. This man is the real deal. What Lamar Jackson did for the Ravens is what Jalen Hurts is about to do for the Philadelphia Eagles. He is about to change this franchise, and people can't even see it. Can't even see it.
And before we go, too, just like what Daniel Hunt kept saying through the whole entire chat, what I was going to do or say at the same time, do we trade Zach Ertz for Jordan Hicks from the Cardinals?
Yeah, I saw that. I didn't know if you wanted to address that. I saw that. What you think, Mooch?
I think, yeah. I mean, Hurts don't want to be here. Hicks, he want to.
He did have his mind made up.
Huh?
Reed 223 said Hurts had his mind. Sorry, it's just so funny. He said he had his mind made up against Buda Baker. He did. He was getting in that end zone.
Check. I just don't know how much Hicks want as far as a contract. And again, the only problem was when he was here, I knew he was good just from his technique of the way how he was tackling. But then he had little odd injuries. When he got married, they said he fell into the pool and broke his ankle, and that took him out. But no, Hicks is no trotter.
Yeah, I gotta respectfully agree.
Hicks is not a trotter. You don't think so?
Muicci, now you stop this. Now you stop this madness.
And you know what I ain't tell you? Trotter is I would say he's a friend of the fam. No, he's married into the family. My uncle had married his sister. And I know Trotter. All I know is I went to it was a Thanksgiving. Trotter was sitting right there on the couch, and he was like, "What's up?" And I was like, "Oh snap!" Like his deep ass voice. But anyway, that's another story. Listen,
and you telling me, Mr. Sensitive Knees, we already experienced that experiment.
No, but no. The reason I'm just saying, maybe because the reason why I said it they're both the same is the way how they tackle style. They tackle style is, you know what I mean? But I don't know. I want Hicks though. I want Hicks. We already know what Hicks can do.
Ooh, I need to go out there and play for the Eagles. Y'all see that bat trap? I need to get out there, man. I know y'all see that thing. Hold up. Jordan Hicks. I'm good on Jordan Hicks.
I got my Hurt season hat too, but I just don't have it on right now.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good on Jordan Hicks. I think he's damaged goods, bro. Like
Hurts is damaged goods too, but what you expect? You know what I'm saying?
Like who damaged goods?
Zach Ertz.
Oh yeah. But from that perspective, then I would make the trade just because the Eagles sorely need, linebacker help. If I would trade straight up, I wouldn't give them an extra pick, and it had to be Zach Ertz for Jordan Hicks. I would probably do it. Predictions for Travis Fulgham. We talked about that 30 minutes into this live, and we said that Travis Fulgham will make the roster. So definitely go back and watch the early feed where we talked about that. We still got some questions going in. Let me see. If Muicci, let me know if you see any interesting questions you want to answer. Let's see.
No, it's the same thing.
Yeah. So,
but like I said, if we was to get Hicks, I would switch him from. I would put him as outside and take Singleton out. Have Singleton, and have Eric Wilson and Jannard Avery.
I would put I would put if Jordan Hicks were to return to the Eagles, I would put Jordan Hicks at middle linebacker, Davion Taylor right side out linebacker, and Eric Wilson at left outside linebacker. Let Eric Wilson and Davion Taylor run, and let Jordan Hicks eat up that middle of the field because again, he tore his ACL with the Eagles. We don't need him going sideline to sideline. We want to sort of play him like a box safety. We keep him in a general area, ask him to do a few assignments. Anything that comes to the second level. If Fletcher Cox misses a tackle, Brandon Graham misses a tackle, Josh Sweat and those guys, we need you to clean up on aisle 8, right? So I just don't. He's getting to the stage in his career where we don't want to ask him or designate him to be running around all over the place. I think he needs to,
And Cameron Holmes. I think Travis Fulgham. Stat predictions. I'm not sure through the whole year, but I just know he's going to help out. Maybe
30 catches, 500 yards,
30 catches, 500.
4 touchdowns.
So he not. Did we say he was starting? He not starting, right?
He could, but my thing is, he probably will start when you look at where he left off in terms of, when he was in, he was going off. So he probably will get a look. But if I'm the Eagles, because I saw what I wanted to see from Quez Watkins, I'm going Devontae Smith at the X receiver. I'm going Quez Watkins at the wide receiver. I'm going Jalen Reagor in the slot. I'm going Travis Fulgham as my 4th wide receiver. Greg Ward is my 5th. And Trevon Grimes as my 6th wide receiver. And JJ Arcega-Whiteside is the water boy. He's collecting my water boy.
Yeah, I don't think Fulgham going to be the second wide receiver. I understand you probably saying he's the best, but no, it's at the last one. That Holmes was saying. He's saying he thinks Fulgham is the second best wide receiver, but after this competition, we don't know. He was the best receiver when Doug was here. Now we got Nick Sirianni, totally different story, and we just don't know where everybody will stand. We don't know if Nick Sirianni he might put Hightower or Quez Watkins in front of him. We just never know. We don't know what the situation is yet.
Yeah, Nikki, I think when it comes to stats, Alex Singleton, he's definitely a stat stuffer. You know what I mean? But I don't know how to project him out. Because Alex had 144 tackles solo last year. Like he balled out. Like on paper, Alex Smith balled out. So for me, is we'll see. We'll see.
And then we under Jonathan Gannon defense. So
yeah, John. Yeah, that's true. That's definitely true. Yeah, Hightower. Who did I say? Okay, I'm confusing myself now. Devontae Smith, Jalen Reagor, Quez Watkins, Hightower, Greg Ward, and Trevon Grimes. Trevon Grimes. That's 6.
And no Fulgham. That's the thing. We keep
Okay. So I'm sorry, guys. I know you guys are big on Trevon Grimes out of Florida. I know you guys watched the tape and did all of that stuff, but I think he's gonna go to the practice squad. I think the Eagles are gonna stash him away and see just kind of evaluate him throughout the entire year, and see what he does. I'm just not. I don't know if he's able to come in right now, bro. A new system.
He's going. He can take JJ-Arcega-Whiteside job though. You don't think so?
Yeah, but you still talking about 6 wide receivers because Greg Ward. I'm not. I can't. Yeah, bro. I mean, people sleeping on Howie, bro. People sleeping on the great job Howie did. We're sitting here. Just think about what we're doing. We're serious.
Then Osborne, what's his name? Osborne. Oh my God, we forgot about him too.
Osborne and Trevon Grimes. I'm sorry. They're undrafted wide receivers. That's a fact. That's the fact. That's the truth. Let's get back to the root. I know what we've seen on tape. I know what it looks like. But the problem is we're not used to having good wide receivers. So so when we see somebody catch the football, we just get excited. Oh my God, he caught it. He caught it. He can run around. He got separation. We can't grade these guys out like that. Unless these guys just have look how long it took for Greg Ward to sniff, starting reps. So we're saying Trevon Grimes is just going to come in here and just take over. It doesn't work that way. But to Muicci Robinson's credit, again, we do have a new head coach coming in. So the days of the old and how Doug Peterson used to do it, we may not, it may be a little different.
Gotcha.
Maybe a little different. We're gonna start wrapping it up. We're gonna start wrapping it up. I do want to talk really quick about I wish we would have touched on this earlier, but everybody was saying how, this team is one quarterback away. This team is one quarterback away. I know there was some talk about, would you give up a third or fourth round pick to get Stephen Gilmore or even Richard Sherman? If I was the Eagles general manager, I'm doing whatever it takes to bring in Stephon Gilmore. The Eagles are one superstar cornerback away from being a legitimate playoff threat in the NFL.
I get it, but I still want Nelson. I do like Gilmore.
Who is this Nelson guy, Mooch?
I
never heard of this guy.
You never heard of him? From the Pittsburgh Steelers? You never heard of him?
No.
Again, I get it, Gilmore, but that's the same guy that got hamburger meat. You know what I'm saying? From what's his name? Alshon Jeffries, but that's a different story. So it didn't like the age. So I don't know.
Yeah.
But guys, listen, appreciate y'all. We went 2 hours and 26 minutes, 27 seconds. This been thorough. Like, this is our fourth episode. Fifth episode will be Sunday at 7:30. We definitely went on live today, all because of the schedule. Greatly appreciated. Please like, share, and subscribe to Pablo Gary. He almost to 200. I'm almost to 8. I mean, we're gonna get this thing going. I can't wait for the season to start, training camp to start, especially the season starting. When the season starts, we're gonna have more in store for y'all. Me and him already in talks now. We definitely gonna get some things going.
Yo, I always wanted to do a Philly 500 impersonation. Yo, guys, how you doing? I got some natural moon duties I got to take care of. I always wanted to do that, bro. Somebody get Philly 500. Tell him Pablo Gary from the Bird Game Media channel is screaming from down below. Just want to do that one thing. Yo, guys, how you doing?
Hey, you know who else too? I'll be talking to his brother. His brother name is Philly 500 Brother. That's how he pronounced himself on YouTube when you talk to him. I'll be talking to him when I was with Philly Notion. He a real cool dude too, but you stupid. I can't. You actually sound like the brother.
Yo, everybody, how you doing? Oh, Jalen Right God, you stink.
He always coming at Mark Holmes. He be like, Mark Holmes, this Denbeck Nation. Something he say. It be crazy.
You know what's so funny is his video where he's like sitting there. He's like, yo, what the frick is that? The damn dog.
Yeah. He outside. And then his kid came and beat him with the bat. I was dying. You know,
he's like, goddamn dog. Hey, yo, what you doing? Nah, man. We love you guys. We really do. We love you. We love you guys so much. You know. Yo, boy, everybody. No, listen. We do, man. This is what it's all about. Dingbat Nation. This is what it's all about.
Dingbat.
Yeah, Dingbat. Muicci Robinson Nation, Bird Game Media Nation, man. Muicci, is always a pleasure, man. doing this with you, bro. I'm telling you guys, this is the bird. So we're still working on branding and all of that. I'm sorry if I burped in the mic. I do apologize. We're still working on branding and doing all of that. This is the Bird Gang Lounge. Okay, this is going to be the Bird Gang Lounge. So, after the season is we're inching closer and closer to the season. So, after the Eagles win or after we lose, you guys got to come to the lounge, come talk with us. We're going to be doing this. We just love talking ball. Hopefully it's going to be some long form content, just pretty much talking about everything. We hope that we were able to bring value to your life tonight, whatever you were going through today in your life. We hope the last 2 hours kind of took you away from it. Talking about this team that we love. Muicci, again, thank you so much. And as we say, as always, no matter who you are, no matter where you are, no matter what you've done in your life, guys, always remember that God still loves you. Yo, guys, how you doing?
Fly, y'all. We're gonna holler at y'all Sunday at 7:30.
Yes.
Again, continue to, you know what I'm saying, look us up. I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah, Pablo Gary, he's gonna have another video out for y'all for tomorrow. I might have something Saturday, but until then, like I said,
I don't know, Doc. We 2 hours now, Doc. I don't know. I'm trying burnt out. But yeah, definitely look out for something. I was trying to put out something, but man, is it me, Muicci? Do I not want to leave, bro? I just want to stay. I want to, man. Can we give some virtual hugs, man? Can we give some virtual hugs? See you guys.
I give daps and all that, but I gotta go because I gotta get up in the morning.
All right, brother. Fly Eagles Fly, Bird Game Media, Muicci Robinson. We out.
Bet.
Peace.